Gold buying and botting have been spiraling out of control in WoW Classic. Blizzard has done nothing when it comes to this problem, and the black market is still booming. They recently posted the Classic Plus survey in which they are thinking about putting the WoW token in Classic WoW, and this is one of the worst decisions I have ever seen when it comes to the gold buying issue. Today is going to be some talking and gameplay, and first I want to highlight the fact that the gold buying issue is really why we have seen a lot of decline in the player base. Players and other content creators feel that there are too many bots and that the gold buying has plagued the economy for so long that the game is far what it potentially could be. That doesn't mean Classic WoW isn't still popular, but the fact remains that it could be even better if Blizzard decided to go about this issue correctly, and what they need to do is stop being so lenient when it comes to gold buyers. Players who buy gold only get a measly 2-week ban compared to players who AFK in AV getting a 1-month ban. This sets a bad precedent since players AFKing in a 15 to 20 minute battleground are affecting 39 of their teammates compared to players who buy gold are affecting the entire economy long term, and if this issue keeps on going, I would really hate to see it affect TBC and even the future of Classic Plus, which both are really what everyone is waiting for. The fix, you might ask? Start perma-banning the buyers, which would halt demand for gold in its place. A 2-week ban isn't going to do anything. Most players will be right back to buying gold after the ban is lifted, and the supply of gold from the black market will easily still be there. Perma-banning buyers would scare off the demand for gold, and the black market would start to diminish, causing a ripple effect where bots would also decline as well. Blizzard has ignored this issue for too long, and I can even remember going back to Wrath, that if you were not part of a good guild, the only way you could get to potentially do hard modes in Ulduar, or even experience the peak of heroic Ice Crown rating, was to buy your way into a GDKP, which Blizzard ultimately banned in Anniversary. However, the demand for gold has remained, and now that the WoW token is being thought about, this only adds more fuel to the fire. Classic WoW is not meant to be a pay-to-win experience. It is meant to be grindy and long until you finally get that upgrade you were looking for. Yet if you do want that pay-to-win experience, go play retail where the WoW token exists and you can quickly get to endgame content and swipe a credit card to get all the in-game gear you want. If you got this far into the video, please like and subscribe. A good majority of you are not subscribed, and by doing so helps my channel out immensely. Getting back to the video, making gold in Classic WoW is not that difficult. Level a profession, search for a high price material, and go farm it during off hours when most players are sleeping or either working. I literally farmed herbs for almost 2 hours the other day and I made 150 gold. My girlfriend and I even farmed after that for 3 hours, and combined we made 400 gold. I get it, consumes and enchants are pricey, but if you want a pay-to-win experience, Classic WoW is not for you. And if Blizzard wants to keep ignoring the Classic community that has long stated ban the gold buyers, the game would be way better. But instead, they have a mindset of,
you think you do, but you don't.
There are so many gold guides on YouTube. I myself even made several gold farming videos that you can go and check out. Like I said, it is not that difficult to go and farm for gold for consumes or enchants. The want to farm/grind has to be there, and if it isn't, well, Classic is not for you. For those of you who love Classic, know that spending a couple hours farming, flipping on the auction house, or investing into a future phase is what will easily make you gold compared to whipping out your wallet, pulling up a black market site or the WoW token via the in-game shop, and using your credit card to skip everything that makes Classic WoW great. Some of you might say, well, Dooki, I don't have the time to level a profession or time to farm for materials. Yet, you have time to endlessly do world quests in retail and get your LFG raid lockouts in. I personally am not a fan of the retail experience. The leveling process is quick, and once you get to endgame, I can buy a WoW token to become instantly rich. That endgame mindset where I want to immediately skip the grind and play is what causes so many players to buy gold, and the botting issue to reach a point in what it has become in Classic, where it's just blatantly out of control. I report every suspected bot I see, yet it isn't enough. Other MMOs, for example, announce their bans publicly and do it very regularly. Classic, on the other hand, gets massive ban waves maybe every couple of months, and we don't even know what Blizzard is doing behind the scenes to combat this issue. We just get speculation and pushed ideas about the WoW token, which would only add more issues to a game that is meant to be grindy. Again, I say grindy. It's completely unacceptable in my opinion, and Blizzard needs to start doing something more aggressive instead of letting bots be their subs. Going even further, I have players claiming in my comments that the botting issue is so bad that even they have made botting accounts, which they report with their main account, and Blizzard doesn't do anything about it. These accounts are still active. Just think about if botting and buying gold is so bad right now. Imagine what Classic Plus will look like. What will happen is these players who buy gold flood the market, and we will be right back to what Anniversary's economy currently is. In Classic's past and even now, I have watched players openly talk about buying gold, yet they are still playing the game. I literally catch bots all the time, whether they are roaming Eastern Plaguelands or looking for a Black Lotus in Silithus. I've heard and seen so many players talk about reporting bots, yet it just feels useless to them because one bot goes down and another one just pops right back up. And that is if Blizzard actually suspends or bans that botting account. They ruin the goal of farming, they flood the market, and nothing gets done about it. And it's time for Blizzard to act. The fix is to perma-ban buyers, and to drive the hammer home is to maybe even region lock accounts via IP address, especially since bots usually come from the same server farm. And even gold buyers can't work their way around a permaban on just one account. Blizzard is currently only doing massive ban waves on bots, but that doesn't fix the issue long term, since after a certain amount of time, these bots are right back up and running again in a very short amount of time. Permabans are what scare buyers, not temporary suspensions, not account warnings, perma bans. Maybe even with aggressive bans and going after bots, Blizzard could implement something like dailies or just something to help players who feel like they don't have the time to go out in Azeroth and grind for gold. There's a lot that Blizzard could do which would not affect the integrity and feel of Classic, that would help players earn enough for weekly raiding consumes and also stop the flow of black market gold. They just have to start listening to players and content creators that have been saying this for quite a while now. Leave me some juicy comments about your thoughts on the gold buying issue. Have you seen bots roaming that have never gotten banned, or even players openly flexing about buying gold? Come check me out on Twitch, where I stream usually during the late evening or during the night. And remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Got a single frost vulnerability. Holy.
I got 99.
Did you really? Nice. Mana igniting cord. That's this for me.